The three main causes of the Civil War. The Civil War is America's most bloodiest battle in history. It started between the separation of the North and South. The North became known as the Union States and the South became known as the Confederate States. They had different ideas on how the nation should go. The North believed that slavery should be abolished and the nation should stop it from expanding. The South, on the other hand, believed that they deserved to have slavery in their states. Many people believed that there were many different causes to the war and that there were many different theories about the war. We believe that the three main causes of the Civil War was the election of 1860, John Brown's raid, and South Carolina seceding from the Union. Cause number 1, election of 1860. For the election of 1860, 2 people from the North and 2 people from the South compete for presidency in the United States. Abraham Lincoln, John C. Breckinridge, John Bell, and Stephen A. Douglas. One of the North candidates was Abraham Lincoln, which wasn't even an option in the South. A close win between Abraham Lincoln and Stephen A. Douglas. Abraham Lincoln won. After Abraham winning the election, this led the South to try to secede from the Union. Cause number 2, John Brown's raid. On October 16, 1859, John Brown led a small army of 18 men into the small town of Harper's Ferry, Virginia. His plan was to instigate a major slave rebellion in the South. He would seize the arms and ammunition in the federal arsenal, arm slaves in the area, and move south along the mountains. Attracting slaves to his cause, he had no rations. He had no escape route. His plan was doomed from the very beginning, but it did succeed to deepen the division between the North and South.
Cause number 3, South Carolina secedes. After the election of 1860, the South was afraid that the new president, Abraham Lincoln, was going to abolish slavery. So South Carolina wanted to secede from the Union to keep slavery. The North said that they don't have the right to leave, according to the Constitution. Fighting for their rights, South Carolina showed the Declaration of Independence, and it stated that they had the right to leave. But for the Declaration of Independence, it was made before the U.S. became an independent union, while the Constitution was made after. To this, the Constitution was basically the ground rules for the United States. This means they do not have the right to leave. In conclusion, the Civil War started between the North and the South. The North did not want slavery, but the South depended on slavery to help their economy. With slavery comes abolitionists such as John Brown. John Brown raided an armory in Harper's Ferry, which did not end well. Doing so caused a revolt in the Union. At the same time, the Union needed a new president for the United States. This is where the election of 1860 began. This was between 2 candidates from the North and 2 candidates from the South. The candidates were Abraham Lincoln, John C. Breckinridge, John Bell, and Stephen A. Douglas. By today, you know who won, Abraham Lincoln. This caused a revolt because the South did not want Abraham because they thought he was going to end slavery. So the South wanted to secede from the Union, which led the Southern states to follow them. These are the 3 main causes that led to the Civil War, excluding slavery.
I'm gon' bust a move. RayJ, 33 chains, Ocean now, cruising Biscayne, hit fire, top off.